I just brushed my teeth and that was sour. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm so happy you are here. This is the first reading vlog I'm filming in front of the new bookshelves. I am so in love with them. I can't stop coming into this room. Like my husband, if he can't find me, he knows I'm here because I just need to be here and I'm just looking at the bookshelves, okay? They are amazing. They are everything I wanted them to be. I am excited for this video because, as you guys know, how I told you guys, I have been in a really bad reading slump for the past 2 months or so, and I don't know what happened. I was doing really well. I was rereading books. I love rereading books when I know that I am struggling to find something that I'm gonna like, just because I know that I already like that book and I'm gonna have a great time. It's like rewatching your favorite show, you know? It's like you already know what happens, but you know it's gonna be a good time. I've also been in a huge fantasy mood, but I don't know what happened. Like I was afraid to pick up a fantasy book because for whatever reason, and it's so weird to say this, but I've realized that I am afraid to pick up big books. I'm afraid of big books, and I don't know when that happened. I don't know why a big book just seems so intimidating. I used to read big books all the time, and I think it has to do with my attention span. I have been complaining about how short my attention span has become, and yeah, I mean it's due to TikTok, Instagram, and in a way YouTube, because now I speed my YouTube videos when I'm watching them, and that's not good. That's not good, and I know that. I need to like figure out what's going on, and since I am in a big fantasy mood, I decided to pick up something. I looked through my books and they are all big books. So for this video, I am going to challenge myself to read a fantasy book. It doesn't matter how big it is. They're usually longer than 500 pages. That is a big book for me. So I was looking through them and there's one in here that is not fantasy, but I'm gonna talk about it because it also, I mean, it's just a big book. And I've wanted to read this book for a while, but I haven't picked it up just because it's a big book. And that is Wellness. I bought this book when it came out. So that was 2023, I believe. And I thought I was going to read it, you know? But I haven't picked it up because it's such a big book. And I've heard good things about it. So we'll see what happens with this one. Now, for the fantasy books, I know there's a lot of fantasy books that are not big books. But that's not the challenge for this video. Like, I want to challenge myself to read a big book. I want world building. I want great writing. I want to be entertained. I want to be engaged. I want to just be sucked into a new world. And yeah, I think I'm ready. So surprisingly, I thought about this book, I don't know now, looking at it, but I have been eyeing The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And I'm not too sure about this one. I've heard great things about it, but I'm just not quite sure if this is what I'm in the mood for. Like, dragons are always a good idea, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So this is book one, and I do have the second book. So ideally, I would like to continue with the series, but it's also just as big or bigger than this one. And you guys, that's crazy, but this is option one. The next book I thought about was Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I've wanted to read Brandon Sanderson for so long. I have read this book, and I just have to say that I don't remember anything about it for me to continue with the story. And this one is almost 500 pages, if not, no, it's 659 pages. It's a big book. You can't tell because it's paperback, but it is a long book. I would have to reread this one to continue with the story, and all the books are just a bit bigger than this one, but I do want to reread it at one point. I'm not sure if it's going to be today, but this is another option. I really enjoyed it the first time I read it, so I know it's going to be a good time, and I have an idea of the world as well, so I think that would help me with my reading slump, but also I don't know if it would help because this next one did not help. I'm sorry, where was I? The AC turned on, so I had to wait for it to turn back off because it is pretty loud when it turns on. But anyways, like I was saying, The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell is one of my favorite books ever. Favorite story, favorite characters, everything in this book is just 10 out of 10. And I haven't read this book twice already. I tried to reread it like a few weeks ago and I just read like one chapter or two and I put it down. Not because I wasn't enjoying it, it was just my reading slump got in the way and I had to put it down. But the idea with me rereading this book was to continue with the story. I'm pretty sure I didn't finish the third one. And if I did, I have no memories of what happens in that third book at all. I don't know. The second one is faintly there, but I for sure know that I have to reread the whole entire series for me to finish the fourth book. I mean, finish the third one if I haven't, and then get to the fourth one. So I thought I was going to do that. And as you guys know, if you guys haven't read these books, they are pretty long. Again, each book gets longer and longer and longer. And that is just the way of fantasy. You can't help it. I don't know if I'm going to try to pick up this one again because I love it. I've read it twice and I love every single character. I just want to get back into that world. This next one, you guys have seen it everywhere. I have seen it everywhere. But that is Dungeon Crawler Carl. And okay, listen, I think this one is almost 500 pages or so, but if you guys have seen the continuation of this book, like all the books after this one, huge book. Like, what's going on in those? Like, I need to find out, but first I need to read this one. And I can't remember whose review I saw. Someone was talking about this book, and the reason that they convinced me to read this book, it's because the way that they were talking about it and describing it, it just reminded me so much of Ready Player One. And as you guys know, I just reread that book and I loved it. Loved it the same or even more than I did the first time. And the way that they described this book just sounded very similar to that because I'm pretty sure they're playing a video game. And I'm not sure if it's fantasy or science fiction, actually. I should have looked that up. But you know, I'm here for it. It's a different world. It's a different type of scenario. It just, you get the idea. I'm looking forward to this one. It sounds amazing. I'm pretty sure there's a video game. It just sounds very entertaining. I know there's like 7, 6, 7, 8 books, not sure. But if I read this one, it's because I am ready to commit to a series that long, okay? We'll see. This one is an option. Now, this last one, I've heard amazing things about it. Again, just like the rest of these books, but for whatever reason, this one is just calling my name. It has been calling my name ever since I got it, and I just got it recently. And I knew it was a big book, but I knew I had to have it. And that is The Shadow of What Was Lost, book 1. There's 3 books in this. I mean, it's a trilogy. But do you see that? Do you see this? How long is this? I'm not sure. It's 693 pages, almost 700 pages. Am I ready for this? Maybe I am. It's calling my name. And I think if it's calling my name, there's a reason for it. And I've heard amazing things about the first book, the second book, the third book, but I have also heard that you don't want to leave like a lot of time in between books, as in like if I read this one, I should be picking up the next one probably like early August, if anything. But I am here for the challenge, okay? I am going to choose one of these books, obviously, and I'm gonna read a good long fantasy book, and I am ready to commit. I am ready to sit down and enjoy a fantasy story. Now I just have to figure out which one, because I think I am between these two for sure. I was debating, I was looking at them, and there's no way I'm gonna pick up the Priory of the Orange Tree. Even though it's a beautiful cover, sounds beautiful, dragons, it's just not it's whatever. It's not. It's very scary. I would love to read Mistborn, but I think I'm gonna skip on that one right now. For now, you know, maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll get back to it during the fall. We'll see. And I think, yeah, I'm between these two. I know this is gonna be a fun, good time. Everyone says it, and this one is gonna be more like just a bit serious. It scares me, but I just feel like it's gonna be epic. Something about it, it's calling my name. So I think I'm gonna go with The Shadow of What Was Lost. It just sounds like this is the right call for now. I know it's a huge book, but that is a challenge. We are here for it. I'm gonna commit, and I am going to commit to reading the rest of the books if I do love this book. If I end up loving it, then we will continue with the rest. I need to fix my attention span, so we will read this one. Maybe I don't know, but this one for sure. We will get to this one. It just depends how fast I read it, because it might take a few days, it might take a week, it might take a month. We don't know. We don't know at this point. I also don't know a lot about this book because, as you guys know, I like going into my books not knowing much, but I know there's like some sort of gods and they were destroyed a long time ago, and there's like this, I believe it's a school where there's people that are gifted. They have like some sort of magic that they can do, but regular normal people, they don't like these kids, they don't like these people, and they can't leave the school without permission or something like that. And then somehow our main character gets to get out of the school without permission or with permission, I'm not sure. But he's the chosen one, so something happens and now he's going on this, I don't know, quest sort of thing. Not sure. I don't know a lot about this. If you have read this book, you're probably going like, no, that's not what happens. That is not even close. I apologize. I don't know much about this book. I am here for it. I'm excited. So we will get to this one, and I will see you guys later when we have an update on the book. Alright guys, hopefully you guys can't hear too much noise. So it is 2 p.m. and I'm having my coffee because I didn't have it this morning, so don't mind that. Also, my hair is air drying. You know, it's a Saturday. What can I do? I am planning to spend my day reading and maybe doing a few chores around the house. I think the book is working. I am on page 125, and I do have to say that it is reading easier than I thought it would. Like, it's not a dense book, and the language, the vocabulary, it's pretty, like, it's normal. There's nothing to be afraid of. Since it is considered high fantasy, I thought it was going to be, you know, a dense book, a dense read, but it's not. Pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty understandable. We do have the weird names as we do in a fantasy world, but other than that, like, everything is very understandable. Like, the magic system is understandable, and everything, like the history of what happened with all the Arguses, for example. We're following our main character, Davian, and he was dropped off at this school. Everyone in this school is gifted, and that means that they have some sort of magic. It's an essence magic, and Davian was dropped off at this school when he was little, and you know, no one knows about where he comes from, who he is, and his mark was late because to be gifted, you have a mark, and people go, like the students go through trials, some pass, some don't. So we are at a point where our main character, Davian, is about to go on trial, but he knows that his magic, his essence, his gift hasn't manifested, and they are worried because even though he's not showing the gift sort of thing, the essence magic, he has other abilities that him and his friends know that he's not supposed to have because it's very different from others. And we also learn about the Argus, and they were extinct. I mean, not extinct, they were like destroyed pretty much. They had this high magic, and they could read people, they could tell when someone was lying, and other stuff that not everyone knows about because that was kind of kept in secret, and they don't want Argus to be around anymore. And even the gifted are kind of like put away in this school because no one can use the gift outside of the school, and everyone hates people who have magic, and they hunt them. They, you know, they they hunt them and they end their lives if they are found. So they are not safe in the real world, like outside of the school. So we also have the elders who run the school and kind of like are in charge of things, and we get one of those elders who sends our main character on a quest, and his friend ends up going with him by accident, and a lot of things happen. There's also a friendship which I love. It reminds me of Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Just, I don't know, something about that friendship is very nostalgic and I really like it. However, the friends are split. They're separated, I mean. So Weir and David go on the quest and Asha gets left behind, but then we're also following her story and her path. Like, we are gonna see a whole different story from her side, her point of view, and I'm so excited for that point of view. So we are following, like, there's a lot of moving parts in this story. I really like that about it. If you think about Lord of the Rings, like, some people, some characters are going one way and the other ones are over here doing other things which will impact the story and it will come together and all of that. It also reminds me a lot of An Ember in the Ash, that trilogy, like that style of story, like how we follow the characters and everyone is moving from one point to the next and traveling and going from one going from town to town and all that stuff. It is very reminiscent of that kind of storytelling, but really enjoying the characters. Also, we get to know who the main, like who the evil character is in this pretty quickly, and it's pretty obvious as to who we are following in this, like who's the evil person, and there's like this evil entity that they're working with. So yeah, it's pretty obvious. We're supposed to know. We're not, I don't think it's supposed to be like a big reveal at some point of the story. It's pretty obvious. So I'm really enjoying it. So far, I am really enjoying Asha's point of view, and I'm pretty sure her character is going to be very important, and we still need to figure out why. But if you guys have read the story, like that chapter when she wakes up at the school, what a chapter. It was truly shocking, and something that I like, something that this story does, and it does it well, it's the shock value. There's a lot of shock value in the story and you don't see it coming. I mean, at least I didn't, and I don't. Every single time, like, you think you're, you know, you're reading something and then it's like, what, like, what just happened? Not expecting that. I think it helps the momentum, it helps with the pace, it helps you to stay hooked, because, you know, like, when you think you can put it down, it's like something happens and you have to continue reading. Again, I am on chapter 12, I want to say, chapter 11. So I'm gonna sit here and read a little bit more from this. So far, I'm enjoying the book a lot and the characters. The story is, like, it seems like a good story. The magic system is easy to follow and understand, and like no tricks, nothing confusing. I'll see you guys in a few hours and hopefully I have another update. I am not going to spoil any of this if you guys are interested in reading the books. I'm gonna try to talk about as much as I can without spoiling it. Don't worry, you guys can watch this, and yeah, I'm excited, looking forward to it. Chunky book. I also forgot to mention that I am listening to the audiobook and I am following along with the book, and something that I realized is that they don't match. Like, the audiobook and the book are very different. It's as if they edited the book maybe for the audio. I think it was for the audiobook, and like it was published and then it was edited a little bit more, because the audiobook skips a lot of information that's in the book, like paragraphs, or some things are said, like a paragraph in the book is at the beginning of the page and then it doesn't, like, they don't read it and then we'll continue, and then that paragraph was moved to the end of the page, for example, or like things are switched, or sort of like words are switched for, like, it's what is it called when, oh my god, I should know this. or there's a different synonym for the word that's on the page and they say something else. I don't know, something happened with what was published and what you hear on the audiobook because they are not the same. Just in a few parts, but that makes you lose track of like where you are in the page, and I don't like that. I am not having fun with that because it frustrates me, and then I have to pause the audiobook so I can read what's on the page, and then I get back, figure out what happened. So that's that. And I mean, it's not bad, it's not horrible, but it doesn't follow along. Just so you know, if you also like to read and listen at the same time, that happens with this story. We'll see if it continues with the rest of the story and the rest of the series, but yeah, that's it for right now. Are you gonna go play?
What?
¿Vas a ir a jugar con ella?
No, she wants to use the bathroom.
Oh, but that's what I forgot to say. Now I can get back to reading. Hi guys, I was editing the video and I realized that I didn't come back to give you guys an update, and I didn't wrap up this video because I have not finished the book. It's a big book, but I have been reading the book. It's just taking me longer than I thought it would. Or did it? Actually, no. At the beginning of the vlog, I told you guys that this could either take a few days, a few weeks, or even a month. It has been exactly 1 month since I picked up the book. I'm pretty sure I picked this up at the end of July. It was like July 27th or something like that. It is currently August 25th. Exactly 1 month since I picked up the book. And I am on page 300 to be exact. Like, I am exactly on page 300. So I am not even halfway there. Like, I am almost halfway there. As you guys can see, I have more than half. But I do have to say that I am enjoying the book. Since the last update that I gave you guys, I told you that our main character is like traveling north, and like he has his own quest, or not even a quest. He has been sent to try to fix and help people, and try to fix the wall and help people so this evil entity and this evil magic doesn't get out. So throughout his journey, there you go, he's going on a journey, and he has met other people that they're also trying to figure out what's going on. So they join forces in a way. He doesn't know anything about these people, but he has been trusting them along the way. There's a new character. They ran across a character which we have no idea who he is. He doesn't even know himself because he forgot everything about himself. He lost his memory, sort of thing. But we know that he is going to be special. Like, if we think that our main character is special, it seems like everyone on this journey, like helping him out and traveling with him, like even on the other side, everyone seems to be special. Like right now, I feel like our main character is our main character, but he's the least interesting one so far. Like, we haven't moved on with what he can do and like how he's gonna help the whole situation and why he's the chosen one. Right now, the people that he has been encountering and the people traveling with him seem to be the ones driving the story so far, because we are trying to figure out who they are. For instance, his best friend, we know who he is now, and I was shocked. It was such a fun reveal to know who Weir actually is, and what he's doing and how he knows all this, and how he knows all of this political stuff and how the world works and where to go and all that stuff. Really enjoying Weir's character as well as Asha's, because she's on the other side. We're getting another point of view of what's going on with them. We also know other characters that are kind of like our main character. A lot of things going on, a lot of characters, a lot of special characters happening within the story, and like I said, I am enjoying it. However, it has taken me a very long time to get to this point. I actually haven't read it since, I think it's been about 2 weeks since the last time that I picked it up. I am looking forward to picking this book up, and the reason why I haven't picked it up is not because of my reading slump. Like I told you guys, I was struggling with at the beginning of this video. I was hoping that this book would help me get out of my reading slump, and I know it was a challenge, and I think it worked. I mean, I am 300 pages into this book, but since picking this one up, I have read 3 other books, and I am in the middle. Well, not in the middle. I started another one, and I'm actually currently reading 2 other books, but I have finished 3 others, and that's the reason why I put this one on hold. I'm kind of like picking this one up in between books because I know this is going to take me longer than a few weeks now. It's been a month. I'm hoping to finish it soon, but right now I am reading other books for other videos that you guys will see in the next few weeks. So I have been reading other books that I filmed for you guys. You guys will see those videos in the next week or so, and I'm excited for that because they are still summer related. I know a lot of people have already jumped on the fall wagon, but I'm still holding on a little bit because we're still in August and those videos are still going to be like summer related, and then we're going to do a full send off to fall, which I am so excited. And that's why I'm really happy because I was able to get out of my reading slump. I am so excited for the next few months because I have fun videos coming up. I mean, the holidays, and I want to say the holidays because like fall is sort of like a holiday, like a big themed holiday, you know what I mean? Like once fall starts, it's like this theme. We have themes going on in our lives, so I'm really excited and happy to be reading during this time because I already planned a few videos that I would like to have up. I think I'm really excited for this next half of the year and looking forward to all the books that I'm planning to read. So I am really happy with that. Like I said, didn't finish the book, but that's okay because what I loved about this book is that it has made me realize that I can read a book slowly. Like I don't have to finish it within a week. I don't have to finish it within a month. It's okay to keep going. You know, it's a big book and it is okay to enjoy it. It's okay to take your time with it. Like I said, it did take me out of my reading slump, which I'm really happy with. So that is a win. I am going to continue reading it and I'm hoping to have an update for you guys once I'm done with it because if I end up liking it, I will continue with the second book after that, so stay tuned. I'm excited. But that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed to the end, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. I feel like I just need to talk first and warm up before I start the intro because for whatever reason, even though I know what I want to say or what I'm supposed to say, it's so hard to get my intros done in one go. Is it just me? Maybe everyone goes through that. We need to warm up a little bit.